So, it's probably no secret that I haven't been around lately. It feels like I go through this every couple months or so. I just can't seem to stay consistent with anything. So, if you don't know me on this channel, my name is Katelin Rebecca, but most of my friends on the internet know me as Scarred. So about a few months ago from now, I was doing a marathon live stream on Twitch. We called it a tipathon. We were raising money to help pay for my dog's surgery. He tore a ligament in his back leg and he shattered his kneecap, so we needed to get him TPLO surgery. Anyway, if you don't know what a tipathon is or a marathon live stream, I can explain really quick. A marathon stream, or you can also call it like a subathon or a tipathon or whatever. They're all basically the same thing. For marathon streams, there is a timer and it counts down to 0. And viewers could actually pay to add time to the timer by like donating, for subscribing, all of that good stuff. We started my marathon stream in the beginning of February and it lasted until the beginning of March. So that means I was live streaming on Twitch for pretty much the entire month. I would wake up and start streaming, I would go to bed still streaming, and then I would do the same thing over and over again. It was a lot. But don't get me wrong, okay? I was so appreciative of everything that I was able to accomplish. I was so grateful for everyone who supported me during this time. And we actually managed to raise enough money to help pay for my dog's surgery. So if you are watching and you were there at the tipathon, thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you. And honestly, I would do it all over again because not only was I able to help pay off my dog's surgery, but I was able to hang out with all of my friends day in and day out. And we just had the best time. Like, I want to do that again. I really do. But with all of that going on, it's fair to say that all of my routines kind of fell through. So I would stay seated at my computer from anywhere from around like 6 to 12 hours a day. So I wasn't walking around much. I wasn't exercising. My sleep habits were terrible. So were my eating habits. So when I'm streaming, I usually try to eat my lunch or dinner or breakfast or whatever very quickly because I feel this like pressure to stay on screen, online all the time, especially during the tipathon. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into that. I just wanted to explain how and why my routines got so bad. After the tipathon ended, I went all in with being able to sleep and taking a break. And when it comes to me and my own mental health, after a high event and moment like that, I tend to crash pretty hard afterward. Imposter syndrome and burnout reared their ugly heads and I crashed. I was heading straight into a depressive episode that would last 2 whole months. When I have a depressive episode, I want to sleep all the time. I get overtaken by media consumption with TikToks, YouTube shorts, and doom scrolling. It started to get harder and harder for me to sit down and just focus on anything. I couldn't even sit down and read a book, which I used to absolutely love doing. But it was just so hard to focus. I had to keep rereading the same sentence even. It was really bad. I didn't go for walks. I didn't exercise in any way. I just stayed in bed for a majority of the time. I still would take care of my pets, but I would do the absolute bare minimum for them, and they really don't deserve that. I would be completely distant from all of my friends and family. It was just a rough time for me. My sleeping patterns were completely messed up. I ignored the state of my mental health and my physical health. I didn't hit rock bottom yet, but it sure felt like it. But it is now the month of May, and I am ready to pick myself back up. So, first things first, I'm gonna make a plan, and you're coming along with me. I find it easier to film these things to be able to stay motivated, and I don't know why. Especially because I really want to be a YouTuber. Shh, it's mostly for me, I promise. I could totally pretend that I'm being filmed while I practice my healthy habits, which works, I promise. Very weird, I don't know why. But yeah, it works. It sounds crazy, I know, I'm sorry. Crazy? I was crazy once. So, first things first, we gotta clean up our room. When I get into a depressive episode, I tend to avoid the habit of cleaning up a little bit every single day. So things start to pile up. There's dishes piled up. My desk is a complete nightmare. There's clothes on the floor. It just looks like a hurricane blew through. I am not a perfect person, however. Even when I'm not in a depressive episode, it still can get messy. I'm not a perfect person, but that's why healthy habits like being able to tidy a little bit each and every day is very, very important, and that you should stick with it. I know I have to. I know I should. The next thing that I try to do when I'm picking myself back up from a depressive episode is to tackle a big task that I've been avoiding. It just feels like this big looming thing, and it feels like it's weighing me down, but I try to push through the fatigue and the fogginess of everything, and I get it done. So for me, that would be cleaning out my hamster's enclosure. I was like keeping up with her spot cleaning, and I was keeping up with her feedings, but we really need to do a deep clean. So let's take some time to clean that out and make sure she has a nice clean home filled with lots of snacks. For me, doing a big task that I've been putting off relieves so much stress. It just takes a huge weight off of my shoulders. I always stress out about doing the thing, whatever the task may be. But the second that it's done, it doesn't feel so daunting. Like, it didn't feel like it was very, very hard. You know what I mean? So having done that lifts weights off of my shoulders. So now that Pop-Tart's enclosure is clean, it's time to spend time with my other fur baby. This is Coda. I'm pretty sure everyone on this channel already knows him, or anyone that knows me already knows him. He is a double-coated Alaskan Malamute. Unfortunately, I'm one of the only people that he will allow to brush him, and I've been slacking. I'm so sorry, buddy. So Coda likes to lay around and sleep a lot, which is pretty typical for his breed, and it messes up his coat on his backside. It usually doesn't take me that long to brush him, but since it's been a few days, I need to spend a little bit extra time brushing him. When my routines are a little bit normal, I like to spend at least 5 to 10 minutes brushing him. He's a good boy. Now that the fur babies are clean, it's time to take a shower. Most of the time, showers actually kind of stress me out, mainly when it comes to the entire shower routine of doing everything. When I'm depressed, I don't really have a lot of energy to spare to be able to do my entire routine. Regardless though, we need to shower. We don't want to be stinky. If my mental state is really bad, I tend to just do the bare minimum. I just stick with shampoo and soap. Pretty much it. As long as you get into the shower, you're already winning. Now it's time for some mental health wellness. The thing that helps me the most when my mind feels like it's in a whirlpool is journaling. I like to write about everything that's been weighing down on me. Things that I've been going through, things that I wish I could be doing, and honestly everything in between. I keep my notebook right next to me so I can jot down any task that I think about during my journaling session that I still need to do. I try to end my journaling session with a game plan or next steps, you know. As for other things that could help your mental wellness, could be meditation. Meditation is so important for learning how to quiet your thoughts and like really ground yourself. I have a little bit of trouble when it comes to disassociation, so this helps me stay more present with myself, and it teaches me the tools that I need to help my mind. Next, we're going to take care of our physical self and go for a walk. Not only will it be good for your physical health, but it could be good for your mental health as well. I usually have a little furry friend to go on walks with me, but I don't mind going by myself either. Going out for walks during midday will get you optimal vitamin D exposure, by the way, just to let you know. Plus, if you have a dog like I do, getting them to get up and start moving around and spending time with you is really great for them as well. Remember, depression does not like a moving target. Obviously, exercising more, like intense cardio or weightlifting, is really, really good for you too. But we're focusing on baby steps this time. We're starting slow. Other things that you can do to prioritize your health is to eat better foods. Even if it's the smallest little addition or change by adding more fruits and veggies. Foods that make you feel good, you know? And I'm not saying to just completely cut out all of your comfort foods here, by the way. I'm just saying add healthier choices in there as well, you know? Baby steps. Not to mention good foods, but to prioritize your sleep is crucial as well. Getting a full 8 hours, or however you may need, everyone is different, of sleep each night does wonders for you. Try to aim to go to sleep and try to wake up at nearly the same time every single day. Anything to help kickstart that circadian rhythm. Circadian? Did I say that right? I hope I'm saying that right. So, throughout this video, we've done a lot, but we focused on baby steps first. Now I know YouTube videos make it seem like it was done all in one day, but it wasn't. And that's okay. Social media is a highlight reel, and this video is no exception. But I really want you to know that everything in this video took me about a week or two to finally complete. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer. It all depends on you and how often you are willing to work on these habits to finally pull you out of that darkness. Remember to be patient and don't be so hard on yourself. You are doing your best. Sometimes giving your 100% is gonna look different day to day, and that's okay. If you're in the same place as I was and everything feels super heavy, don't worry. You've been through worse before and you can get through this too. So thank you for watching and being my motivation. I'll see you next time, bucko.